If so, where do you feel there's room for, if not, where do you feel there's room for improvement?
Yeah, I would say we are over the last few games. We've been really good defensively and pretty sharp offensively too, but we can always tighten up our defense, and the offense needs tweaks all year long as teams adjust to what you're doing, so you got to keep improving.
Christen, where do you feel like your play is really kind of taking that turn upward here this last month?
Yeah, I think I've been doing a better job of getting my teammates, making the game easier on them. I think some of that came from me being more aggressive with my shot and kind of opened up things for them. I think that was important.
Was there one game when you look back early in the season that kind of turned the corner for you?
Yeah, I would say probably around the middle of December. I think maybe we played Lipscomb. I didn't play so well. And that next game, we're in Kent State, played better and tried to carry that momentum on.
CC, what do you feel like is the biggest difference with the defense now from maybe even before Pittsburgh game? It just didn't seem like it was all clicking. What has made it click?
I think the Pittsburgh game was definitely a reality check. We got to do a better job of guarding the ball, keeping the ball out of the paint. That's what the pack line is designed to do, is to protect against drivers. And we played Pittsburgh and they ripped us up. So I think that was probably the biggest thing that's changed, is just us realizing that if we want to be successful, if we want the defense to work, the ball's got to stay out of the lane.
I'm sure you've heard people say, gosh, I didn't know you could play this well at this level. Are you better than you were last year, or is it just that you're playing your game?
I say I'm playing my game, but yeah, I've definitely improved. Coach Mack has made me a better player, and working with his staff, they've helped improve my game in a few different areas. But this is just the way I play. It's kind of what I expected to do.
What's yours and the other players' reaction to finally being ranked? I mean, halfway through the season, were you thinking, when's it going to happen, or what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing to see, but at the same time, we play NC State on Thursday, and we realize if we lose, we'll probably be unranked again. So I would be lying if I said it didn't mean anything to us. Because obviously everybody wants to be in the top 25, but it just means more work to be done. I mean, we're 23. We feel like we can be higher. We feel like we've let some games get away. So,
did you guys see this coming? I mean, and if so, when was the turning point, going back to August or whatever, where you thought this team really could be something? Because a lot of people are frankly surprised.
Yeah, I think we knew when we first started practicing that we could be a lot better than people thought we could, but obviously we had to go out there and perform, which we didn't do early in the year. I mean, we won some good games, but we let a few get away. But I think over the last 5-6 games, I think I'd say since we lost to Pittsburgh, really bought into how we need to play. I think we kind of see we can take it to a whole nother level.
I think Walker was hurt last year, and so were you. Did you guys play together?
Yeah, we did. We played together for 2 years. My junior year and my sophomore year. He was a freshman and sophomore.
So what's your scouting report on him?
He's good. I mean, he's real methodical. He's really good at getting fouled, and he uses a lot of ball fakes. He kind of anchors their team in the middle. They don't do a whole lot to him offensively, but he rolls hard and he rebounds. He's a really smart player. So,
what are your impressions overall of NC State?
yeah, they're a good team. They play really hard. They like to press, and they got a lot of interchangeable players, a lot of different guards who play at the same time. And they really look to attack and play a lot of one-on-one ball. So it'll be a game where we got to really focus on keeping the ball out of the paint.
The game you had at Georgia Tech, 11 assists, no turnovers. When people are telling you, you're the first Louisville player to do that in almost 50 years, and you're the first guy to do this in decades, what's running through your head when people are telling you those stats?
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing feeling, but that's something I kind of knew I could do, kind of something I've been trying to do, cut down on my turnovers and always looking to get my guys more involved and get more assists. So, it means a lot just to be in great company.
Coach Mack when Coach Mack took over, what are some of the things that he's done to help you guys elevate to where you are now? Has it been all just defense, or what are some of the other things, maybe the subtleties that we don't necessarily see?
Coach Mack has a really concrete system, things, how he wants things done, in every aspect of the game, offensively, defensively, underneath, out of bounds, sideline, out of bounds. I think just instilling that foundation. So now when we find ourselves in these situations during the games, a lot of times we know exactly what he wants. So I say that's probably been the biggest thing he's done systematically to help us.
When you all study for this game, are you studying Markelle Johnson, whether he's going to play or not, and how big of a factor do you think that would be if he does play?
Yeah, it'd be a huge factor if he doesn't play, but I'm sure he'll play. We're gonna proceed and prepare like he's gonna play, and if he doesn't, we'll adjust. But he's one of the best point guards in the conference. Led the conference in assists last year. He's a really dynamic playmaker for him, so we'll expect him to play.
Back to the Coach Mack question there a minute ago. I think you have some coaching aspirations. Are there a lot of things that you're paying particular attention to, thinking, I think I'd like to do those things when I coach?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Mack is such a good basketball mind. Everything he does, I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak it all up, along with Coach Gaudio and Coach Murray and Coach McGee's. But yeah, he's got a lot of things that I'll use in the future coaching one day.
But compared to when you first got here, how much freedom has Coach Mack given you now with the offense and maybe even other aspects with this team?
Yeah, I think we just had to develop that trust between me and him. Kind of the only way to do that is through game experience. So I say as the year has been on, it's gotten more and more. He lets us all play with a lot of freedom, but as far as me being a point guard, making certain play calls and such, he just probably had to see that I can make certain reads and understand what the team needs at that point in time. It's just a trust factor, really, but it's definitely increased as the season went on.
How critical is he with you, on a game-to-game basis or day-to-day basis?
Yeah, he's critical. He's real critical of his point guards. I mean, that's arguably the most important position on the court. I mean, it's got to be a extension of him in a sense. So he lets me know when I'm not playing well, and he also does a good job of letting me know when I am playing well.
There are 13 regular season games left. You guys are contending for the lead. You guys look at the standings. Do you get a sense of where you are, what are you trying to accomplish? I mean, you're just 5 wins away from what would be a 9-win mark, which would more or less get you into the NCAA tournament. How do you guys sort of get your arms around the race, for lack of an expression?
Yeah, we look at the standings every day. I mean, they're posted and updated in our locker room daily. But at the same time, I think we focus on the week and more importantly the game in front of us. So this week we just focus on trying to go 2-0. To do that, we had to go 1-0 on Thursday, and we had a really good team coming into our home floor. That's going to be a really good opportunity, but I'd be remiss to say we didn't pay attention to the standings. We know where we're at, and we know where our goal is.
Christian, back to the top 25. This is your first year here, but you know what this program has been through, what this fan base has been through. What does it feel like to be a part of this group that's doing such on a high right now and getting this fan base excited and reinvigorated after everything that's gone on?
It feels really good. Like you said, the fan base has gone through a lot over a few years, and they've been loyal, and they're a great fan base. So we love the energy that they're bringing. And Georgia Tech was great. I mean, we had a lot of fans there, gave us a big time boost coming out of the gate, and we're just trying to keep it going. It means a lot for them, for us to get in the top 25. So that's something we want to keep staying.
How much have you allowed yourself to, think ahead to the NCAA tournament, what that might be like? I mean, it's one reason why you came here.
Yeah, I think about it a lot, but at the same time, I understand how hard it is to get wins in the ACC, so I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse. We got to keep plugging away, getting wins. Like you said, we realize we probably need to win 9 or 10 games in conference to get there, so we just focus on that right now. But that's something I've always dreamed of playing in, so I think about it.
Christen, how often does Quan guard you in practice, and from both playing with him but also watching him guard other guys, what do you think it is that makes him such a tenacious defender?
Yeah, he guards me a lot. Usually if we're not on the same team, a couple of days a week in practice, he's guarding me, and I think his size is kind of looked at as a disadvantage, but he does a really good job of using it to his advantage. He's really pesky. He can get right up under you no matter how tall you are. To dribble the ball has to go down to the floor and come back up. And when you got somebody up under you every step of the way, it's difficult to do. I think he recovers so quickly. I mean, most good players can beat the defender in front of him, but Quan does a really good job of recovering once he's beaten and getting back in front of the defender and just contesting every shot. I mean, he obviously he gets scored on. He guards some of the best players in the country, but I think he makes it really tough on them.
One more. To be a successful point guard at this level, be the coach for a second as well as the player. What's it take? What are some of the subtleties in terms of adjustments that you've had to make to make an impact here?
I think every game in the ACC provides a different challenge. I mean, whether it's playing against longer teams and length at the rim, or it's playing against a zone defense like Georgia Tech tries to throw at us. I think the key to being a successful point guard is just being able to be versatile, realize what your team needs for that particular game. Some games it'll be scores, some games it'll be get assists, some games it may be to let somebody else step up and do it that day.
Thanks.